I can definitely understand the issue that Christians or anyone would have with medications or, pharmakeia, as this person points out here. Yahusha, again, his name is Jesus Christ, by the way. So pharmakeia is bad. Pharmacy equals pharmakeia equals sorcery. You wouldn't believe me if I told you some of those big words on the back mean, layman's terms, you're taking pills that the goal to make you autistic. Please repent of pharmakeia. And they put Revelation 18:23 there. You can read that if you'd like. I see a psychiatrist. I have a family doctor. In the past, I've been very unwell. And even when I knew Jesus, even when I started knowing Jesus and became a Christian, I still dealt with some highs and lows. I take some medications that they don't do anything to me I don't have like side effects. I don't get high off them or anything. I don't notice anything at all taking them. But I do trust doctors and psychiatrists. Not 100% all of them are going to be good and whatever, but I trust God in my life, where He leads me, and what I'm going through. There's a lot of people that need medication, and in this community, there's a lot of people that are a little like out there, I'll just say, that don't believe in anything anywhere, right? They're probably like holistic, natural medicine, blah, 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 all this stuff. You don't need any of these things. And I would disagree. I think some people need medication. I know this. And if there's a lot of people that are going to say, nope, just Jesus, 100%, nothing else. I don't believe that's correct. I believe we live in a world that is very sick, and I've been through a lot in my life in the past 10 years, and the medication I'm on, like I just said, I don't feel any like effects from it. I've been taking them for a bit, and I do trust the people that have my life in their hands, kind of, so to speak, right? Like doctors and psychiatrists and whatever. I talk to them honestly about what I'm feeling and what I'm doing. Like 10 years ago is when I started my truth journey. And again, I went through a lot. I was really suffering mentally. I prayed to God about my health and other things, about healings and blessings and miracles and health in my life. I pray about others all the time as well. But people that come out and say like sorcery, because I'm on medication, because I'm on medication, and because I deal with anxiety and a social anxiety and pretty severe depression, it's been better over the past year or so. But just because I take medication prescribed by a doctor, I don't think God is like, oh, what are you doing? Repent of that. I really don't think so. Maybe a while ago I would have thought so. And like, I'm not for big pharma or doing like any of that stuff. There's an example would be if you watch TV. I watch some TV when I visit my grandma. I don't own a TV, but anyways. Here's a new pill. Oh, here's a gazillion side effects, which are like, they're all horrifying, like suicidal thoughts and like cancer and death, and like, it's ridiculous. I don't believe in any of that stuff. But I don't think that people that deal with mental health, if they're on prescribed medication from a doctor that's legit, I don't consider that pharmakeia. I don't. And a lot of people will probably disagree with me. That's fine. We can disagree. Like right now, do I sound like I'm like demon possessed, or like I'm like, like I'm a rebel going against God because I take anxiety medication? No, I use other things as well. Like sometimes I use CBD. That's part of cannabis that does not get you high, but it is part of cannabis that calms nerves and helps people sleep. And I think it can be beneficial. They've shown lots of reports, children with autism, children with seizures, all that kind of stuff. If they use CBD, which does not get you high, they use CBD and it helps people. So what's with that? What about someone that takes Tylenol for a headache or for some cramps or for some muscle pain or something? Is that pharmakeia? Is that bad? You're not allowed to take Tylenol? I have cut out coffee in my life and I've done other things. I just want to get on here and have a bit of a discussion. Like, feel free to comment. If you disagree with me, that's fine. Just leave a comment and just be polite about it because, right, we're all dealing with this world. This world is horrible and terrible. It's fallen and satanic, and there's a lot to deal with and digest. I lost my mom years ago. I lost my grandpa last year. Like, these are things that I deal with that make me quite depressed. It's hard to deal with. I'm not saying I need pills to deal with it, but you guys didn't know me a few years ago when I literally couldn't get out of bed and my whole body ached and I was just so depressed that I just wanted to give up on life. And that was hard for me to deal with. And I've been to the mental ward. I've dealt with it. Like, I'm just being honest with you guys. Like, life can be hard, and like, I've needed help in my life, and I still seek it out, and I deal with people that are mental health workers, like I mentioned in my other video. Pharmakeia is bad. That's just a blanket statement, right? Like, again, I don't know if Yahushua deals with this. Again, you should not have. I'll just leave it there. You guys figure it out. I believe in Jesus Christ. That's it. I would not make my name Jesus Christ or something like that, just so I'm saying. Pharmakeia is bad is just kind of a blanket statement. Medication can be a good thing. And medications are made sometimes out of like natural ingredients, or sometimes they're made of like certain chemicals and whatever. I don't know. I'm not a doctor or a pharmacist, so I can't really talk about this subject. But I'm just telling you my personal experience. Someone asked me a couple weeks ago, is taking antidepressants and medication bad or a sin? And I said no. Just a plain statement, no. I don't believe it is. God knows what we deal with. Like, if someone's abusing medication or other substances, that's an issue. And a lot of us deal with that. There's a lot of addiction in this world. It's very easy to be addicted to things. Some people are addicted to pornography and can't stop it. I, for one, like, I've slipped up a couple times in 10 years, but not very often. And I want that thing out of my life. Like, again, just to say again, pornography. A lot of people deal with that. A lot of people use it. Some people use it daily or multiple times a day, on and on and on. That's a form of addiction. It's not called pharmakeia, but it's called lust and other things, and covetousness. Brothers and sisters, I just want to have an open conversation always. I don't hate the people that leave comments that I disagree with. I don't hate them at all. I appreciate the feedback. It's good to have a back and forth. It's good so people can learn and come here and like, well, here's my opinion on this. And like, I've been dealing with this. I've been dealing with that kind of thing. We're not all living perfect lives, or actually, no one is living a perfect life. I haven't been on Facebook for so long, but you know what it's like? And I'll just say this, like, people post things on Facebook and it's like, life is perfect. I'm on vacation. Look at us smiling and laughing. And life isn't like that for everyone. And even people that post those kind of things, they probably have some rough times behind the scenes, if you know what I'm saying, as well, right? I always appreciate this community. I don't have things all figured out, but I know in my personal life that medication has helped me. It has helped me be more like sane. Because, right, I'm an insane Christian that believes in biblical cosmology and the crazy satanic Freemasons, and I'm just a crackpot. even though I'm telling the truth and showing the truth. A lot of Christians get that. But I just don't want to say, like, pharmakeia is bad. Like, that's a statement that I do not agree with. Like, I understand what they're saying. Like, I don't want to participate in sorcery or witchcraft or pharmakeia, but I've needed help in my life. And like I said, when I take my medications in the morning, it's like nothing happens. Like, I literally feel like no effects from it. And some might say, well, why don't you just stop using them then if you don't feel anything? It's because like I'm like under doctor's orders, and I do trust doctors. I know some people would say, I don't trust doctors. I don't trust this. I don't trust that. Right? Like I'm trusting in the Lord first, and the people in my life, I trust that the Lord is bringing them into my life for certain reasons. Once more, like as long as I've been doing this channel, I don't think I like sound like a drug addict or something. I don't mean to laugh at that, but like that's kind of what this is saying. It's like, oh, you're participating in witchcraft and sorcery and pharmakeia, and it's like, no, I'm on medication that helps me not to be so anxious and helps me not to be so depressed, because life can be very depressing. I trust in God first of all. I have a prayer life with Jesus. I love Jesus Christ and I trust in him 100%. I'll stop now, but I would love more feedback. Once more, like I'm not dismissing this person. Like pharmakeia is bad, but I don't think that certain prescribed medications that have been like thoroughly looked at by like a community of doctors, etc., and psychiatrists, right? They see effects. Like once more, I don't know if this person here has ever been in a mental ward for themselves or has seen some of the patients in there, but I have twice. Some of the patients in there, they need medication. They need Jesus, first of all, but they need medication because I don't know if this person has seen how bad some of this stuff gets. Like, where like police need to get involved, or like the ward gets shut down because someone's violent and like just off the rocks, and like it is a scary scene. It is like sleeping in a room with another patient that is just like Looney Tunes, I'll say. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but like, like I went there for like severe depression and anxiety with things. But there's other people in there that are like, they're severely bipolar. They have schizophrenia. They lie. They're like, it is insanity. It is really like those people need help. And I pray for those people and I love those people. But I think they honestly need medication because it does help with things. I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to go against this person or the Christian community or say like pharmakeia is okay in this situation. I don't believe it's pharmakeia when someone needs severe mental health help, because I know that exists. It's very scary. I'll just quickly say, someone in my past that I love very much, they deal with severe mental health. It is scary to see them not be themselves and to be suffering a manic episode, that kind of thing. It's very, very scary. Okay, I'll just leave it there. Brothers and sisters, everyone else, God bless you.